CCX Sports presents coverage of the Turkey Trot Boys Hockey Tournament. The third place game features the Wayzata Trojans, the host team again this year, and the Holy Family Fire. From the Plymouth Ice Center, John Jacobson along with Dan Ficken. And Dan, neither team ever wants to be in the third place game. It's the second game of the year. What do these teams take out of their first games last night?
Well, I'll tell you, Wayzata's got to be a little disappointed. They outshot Maple Grove 38-8 and lost, for heaven's sakes. But they played really well, and we got to remember this. This is a kind of a warm-up tournament. We got two teams that were in the state tournament last year and two that were in section finals. So this is pretty loaded right now. Holy Family ran into a hornet's nest, so to speak, and Edina lost 7-zip, but they lost a lot of people. 8 of their top 10 scorers were gone, and they lost their 2 top goalies. So they're all kind of checking things out, seeing where they're at, and the second game should tell a lot of differences.
Pat O'Leary telling us before the game, the Wayzata head coach, that he was really happy with the way they played. You know, they just couldn't catch a break. You mentioned the shot disparity, so he was happy how their first game actually went, other than the final outcome. Officially a tie, they lost in a shootout because of the tournament. Somebody's got to be in the championship game. So what do you look for tonight, and what are the coaches, more importantly, looking for from their kids tonight?
Well, Coach O'Leary, he just wants them to maintain the type of game they played last night. The goals will come. They got kids on that team that can score. They'll pump a few in and keep going with it, but don't get your daubers down. Go back and keep working as hard as you are. Holy Family, kind of were in awe last night. We're standing still, and Coach Ron is looking for them to get your feet moving and start playing. Let's compete. We're playing hockey, and it doesn't matter who we're playing. Get out there and show them what you can do. Find yourself and get rolling, and this is a good opportunity for them. It's good to get back on the horse the day after.
Let's look at our key players, starting with Holy Family. And Ben Olmquist was a great scorer for them last year. He returns now for his senior year.
Yeah, he had 59 points last year. Boy, they're happy to have him back. I'll tell you, they need some of that scoring bar they had last year. But fast, quick, accurate, good hands, can shoot the puck. And they're probably going to load him up a little bit because they got shut out last night. And they want to put some pucks in the net, so he'll have his hands on the puck quite a bit.
And for Wayzata, also a senior, Tristan Nelko had a goal and an assist in the game against Maple Grove last night.
And you know, I'll tell you what, that was good for him. He's just kind of a grinder type player. We saw him in sections and tournament last year. He just gets after people and makes nasty things happen. And for him to find the net and then get an assist last night, good for him in the first game. So maybe he's building on. Maybe he'll be one of their top 3 scorers this year.
Championship game coming later, featuring Maple Grove and Edina. Third place game is up next. Holy Family and Wayzata live on CCX after this timeout.
Most of my family, they never graduated high school or even let alone go to college, so I'm trying to break that barrier. Every day after work, went straight to school, studied hard, and it paid off. I could not have done it alone. I see the future is really bright for me. The high school diploma is just added to the confidence, and now I feel unstoppable.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
They said a bottle was just a bottle. That no one would ever notice me. But I knew I could be more. That one day, I would make people smile.
John Jacobson, Dan Ficken, Jay Wilcox with you for tonight's telecast of the Turkey Trot Tournament. Third place game here at 5 o'clock or shortly after. The championship game to follow between Maple Grove and Edina as the Fire starters are being introduced out on the ice. Dan, a new look at Plymouth Ice Center. Both the new pick logo at the middle, but more importantly, the players, smaller sheet of ice. Now the standard or NHL size compared to the Olympic sheet of ice that was originally put in here on Rink A years ago.
Yeah, it'll be an adjustment for the Trojans a little bit, I think, but I think you'd rather go down than up, try to be that extra space and stuff, so it'll be interesting to see how they adjust.
There's a look at Noel Ron now in his 8th season as head coach. They were runner-up last year in their section. Lost to Eden Prairie, and they had a program that just built year after year, Dan, and possibly might be taking a step back as far as wins and losses this season. Certainly lost a lot of firepower, as you mentioned in the pregame here, but year in and year out, you can count them to be a very solid boys hockey program in the state of Minnesota. And Pat O'Leary's had great success. 7th season at head coach. Not a great regular season at all for the Trojans, but they got into the state tournament, beat Edina in that Section 6 final.
Well, that says something about that coach down there, by gosh. So we'll see what happens this year. I think he's going to have a better team.
We'll take time out. We'll come back and drop the puck. Holy Family Wayzata hockey next.
The color in my garden keeps the pink in my cheeks. I was very independent and thought I could take care of myself. I fell and I had to have Meals on Wheels. They're my savior. My name is Lola Silvestri. America, let's do lunch.
Drop off a hot meal and say hello. Volunteer by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
I adopted Bento in 2010 from a shelter. As it turns out, we have very similar personalities. And this cat makes me make art because he's always motivating me to take pictures of him, to draw pictures of him. He just is motivating artistically. It's just that simple. Well, he's my best friend, but a lot of people know him as Keyboard Cat.
I see you mobbing over her. Let's go. Let's mob. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, we mobbing. Come on, girl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl.
From the Plymouth Ice Center, getting ready for the 3rd place game. Holy Family and Wayzata. Last night's games in the tournament semifinals. Edina defeating Holy Family 7-0. Wayzata and Maple Grove skating to a 3-3 tie, but because this is a tournament, they needed a shootout to determine which team was going to which game. Maple Grove won the shootout, and that's Wayzata in the 3rd place game. You look at the Fire starting goalie tonight. Conan Hayton is a senior. He got the start last night, and he can get the call again tonight between the pipes for Holy Family.
We had actually a pretty good game last night. Ran into a buzzsaw of the Hornets, but actually did a pretty good job for them, and they're looking for him for leadership now. They lost both their starting goalies last year, so it'll be up to him to get this team going.
And Danny Fraga, a new varsity goalie, gets his first start tonight here against Holy Family at Plymouth Ice Center. We are underway. Holy Family in the black and green. Wayzata in the home white, blue, and gold. Fire will get it down and shoot it wide of Fraga and the Trojans net. Wayzata trying to get it out to center. They do, and Holy Family sending it right back ahead. Goes to the corner, chased after by Almquist. Took a hit there, puck around the right boards. And cleared a little too far for Griffin Ness, and then Ness overskates it, but carried on by Colin Schmidt. Schmidt lost the puck. Cole Wilson for Holy Family across to Almquist. He'll circle back into his own end. Pass ahead on the wing to Wilson. He'll go deep as the rest of the Holy Family first line will change, and it's turned over. Nelko has it for Wayzata. Ahead for Ness, who tried to backhand it toward the line. Instead, Holy Family shot it back to the Trojans' end. That's ahead too far, and icing on Wayzata. And we get our first whistle, 63 seconds in.
Well, it looks like Holy Family does have their legs going, and they got some nice movement through the neutral zone. Got into the Trojan zone quite a bit, did not allow Wayzata over the blue line under control, and did a nice job.
Holy Family trying to keep the puck down in that Trojans end. Wayzata able to clear it. Too far. We're going to have another icing here on Wayzata. Pass too far for Alex Solly. Pat O'Leary happy with the way his team played, not with the end result, but he told his kids afterwards last night, hey, we played really good hockey tonight. Players were down at the end result, but overall he was happy with how they came out for the first game of the season.
You look at the stats, he has every reason to be happy, but right now Holy Family's got them a little bit on their heels, John. 2 icings already, and they're having trouble getting out of their zone.
Quick shot on net, and Fraga's going to make his first save. And another faceoff coming here in the Trojans' end. Look at that moment again. Quick shot from the circle, right on net from Garrett Pianami. Haley in the faceoff against Matthews of Wayzata. Trojans win the draw. They get the puck out to center ice. Dumped down to the left corner by Mike Tershevsky. And turned over to Holy Family. Trey Fedchko gets it up to center. Skating up through center ice is Haley. Put it toward the front of the net. Almost lost by the Trojans back in front, but Wayzata gets it back. Tommy Leeson into the Holy Family zone. Back out to center ice it comes. Kittleson can't get past the center red line. It's dumped down to the Holy Family end. Tipped out to center by Fedchko and shot back in by the Trojans. Peyton leaving it there. And now skated up and out of the zone by Almquist. Almquist comes to the line. Almquist still with it. Puts a shot just wide of the Trojans' net. And a dangerous one. Way back behind the Wayzata net to the corner. Swept out of there. Shot away to goal.
Beautiful.
Cole Wilson, the junior forward, snipes it home, and it's 1-0 Holy Family.
Good result after good work, but watch it come outside. Right on the top of the slot, Cole Wilson just rips it. Seeing the goalie already down, and just puts it in the upper right-hand shelf. You can see it come up there and hit it hard, boy. Just a beautiful, good work by Holy Family. This is exactly what Coach Ron was looking for. He wanted them to get their legs moving, get out there and attack, and they're throwing a lot of pucks at the net, and all of a sudden a free rebound or an open pass gets out there, and they grab it at the top of the slot, and they take a 1-0 lead. A lot of good work to cause that, John.
Absolutely, yeah, they've worked hard, and a great shot by Wilson. And so Holy Family gets its first goal of the season. And they take the early lead here, 2 minutes and 43 seconds into the game. Shot from the blue line is high and over the Wayzata net, coming from Redden. And now Wayzata will get it up. And Mulrennan getting it across center ice. We get a whistle. We're going to have our first penalty of the game, Dan. Elbowing call.
Yeah, that run in the corner there. Holy Family's going to be down a man right off the bat here. After getting that goal, little enthusiasm in that check, I think, but that's what Coach Ron was talking about. John Simon's going in for the Fire here, but we'll get a chance to see the replay. But he went in pretty hard. Part of it too, though, is he's a pretty tall guy. It just might have been one of those things where his elbows just fell naturally into the head of the player he was hitting. But I don't think Coach Ron will be too upset about that. That's what he wanted to see: some competitiveness, some fire, and they're going after it right now.
Holy Family able to clear their zone. Zemer getting it down the length of the ice. Frega leaving it behind his neck. Excuse me, Dan.
Holy Family's been real good on the penalty kill, and here we go.
Turnover in their own end. Simon with it. Joe Simon. It's Joe and John Simon. Joe there was playing on the shorthanded unit here, but now here comes Wayzata. Up through the zone. The loss as it came to the slot by Mulrennan and cleared again by the Fire down the ice. Frega plays it up to center. Too far, though, for Mulrennan. And this is icing. Frega being a little aggressive, unfortunately, misses his forward at center ice and has to come all the way back to his end.
A lot of good pressure, though. That's an aggressive penalty kill by the Fire. Boy, they're just getting right on it and pressuring the puck at all times. And Wayzata, right now, they're really back on their heels. They just are not finding each other very well. They need to settle down and play their game. In this situation, I'd pull it back, control the puck all the way up the ice. Don't be in a rush to get it down there. Take your time, make sure everything's in place.
Face-off win for Wayzata. They've got 1:10 left in their power play here.
There we go.
Solly drops it back to the blue line. Tyler Dingman, left point to Matt Branton. Branton holding. Feeds a pass off. Tereshevsky. He'll spin at the circle and drop it to the corner. Work it puck around. Tereshevsky with it again. Puts it to the side of the net. A shot, and the puck is in, but they have waved it off. The net came off right before the shot by Luke Monet. Look at it again. Tereshevsky, nice pass to Monet. And the net is off, as you can see at that point.
Keep your eye on the left side. See where the goalie is coming across. Maybe his skate knocked it up. There you go. His skate knocked it off. And right through the 5-hole. But yeah, it was definitely off before the puck went in. They have no choice but to call it. But I think I keep my eye on those skates for the rest of the evening on the Holy Family goalie. But
that was a good 30 seconds, though, on the power play there for Wayzata.
They settled it down. They didn't try and push too hard. They got it in the zone, and they just set it up and did a nice job being patient.
Matthews with it in the corner. Feeds it out to Ness. Right out in front, a shot, and trying to lift it was Colin Schmidt, but lifted it high and just a little bit wide. Comes out to Bergslund. He'll take the pass again and slides it back to Mulrennan. Off to Ness. Shot from the point, cleared, but not out, and now it's down the ice. Had a good clear by Ben Almquist. We're down to 10 seconds left in the penalty time to John Simon.
Just being high up there, that high umbrella the Trojans use is very effective. They usually get a good backdoor opportunity, which we saw in that disallowed goal.
Both teams back at full strength now. Pass comes out to center ice. Here comes Cole Wilson to 2-on-1. Wilson slides it across. Oh, and Fraga comes out and slides and stops Sawyer Schlugel in deep. Back out to the blue line. Spinner's shot gets blocked. Now Wayzata coming back. Pass across by Schmidt, a little bit behind Mulrennan. Schmidt gets it again, fires a shot, and Hayton's got to make the stop. Cleared up the boards, but kept in by Wayzata. Another shot, and Hayton comes up big. Mulrennan snipes one in, and Hayton makes the save. Look at the 2-on-1 a moment ago.
Nice opportunity there, but Fraga just read it just beautifully, came across, not too fast, not too slow. His body was in play and shoved it away. That first line now, the Trojans is starting to assert itself with Schmidt and company, and they did a nice job on that.
Here's Joe Hankinson in, and he scores! Joe Hankinson, over Edina Hornet, scores, and it's 2-0 Fire.
Well, say how do you do, just beats the defense clean, gets in tight, goes short side high, shells it beautifully, and gives the Fire a 2-0 lead. Well, this is a little bit different story than last night, I'll tell you, for the Holy Family Fire. Boy, they're coming out firing right off the bat. Pretty goal.
2-0 Holy Family here. Less than 7 minutes into the first period. Wayzata able to clear it up to center ice. Banks back into the Wayzata zone. Here they come again, cutting right in toward Fraga. Was Pienemy, but then he was knocked off the puck. Comes towards the net again. Pienemy still down, and finally picked up by Nelko. Here's Tristan Nelko coming up to center ice. They've got to regroup as they would have been offside there. Holy Family instead will take over and start it out here. Pass comes up to center ice, touched into the zone by Fedchko. He'll skate after it hard, just ahead of Michael North. Wayzata, though, recovers. They've got it. Pass ahead. Shevsky. Oh, and a big check put on there by Zemer as he knocked Leeson out of the play.
Say hello to mother and father. Wow, what a great check that was, man.
Matthews gets the pass, and returning the favor to Holy Family on Haley was Leeson. We got a delayed penalty coming up here on Wayzata.
Yep.
And now as it's touched, the Trojans are going to go to the box for 2. We're going to get a cross-check call.
Not a smart play by Gleason. He got a nice check back after he got put down. Right there, really nice and good. But watch what happens here. He comes back and he hits him again when he's down. Puck isn't even anywhere near him. And he puts the Trojans down. So, we get to see the penalty kill of Wayzata. He ran real good last year, down about 85% kill rate. And, you know, both these coaches are strong on their specialty teams, though. You see pretty good power plays. You see really good penalty kills. They tend to be aggressive and really attack the puck. They try not to let you get set up.
Wayzata trying to clear it down the ice instead of went up into their bench, and so the faceoff will come just outside their blue line. Are they going to bring it down? Oh, no, they're going to bring it all the way down the circle.
Coach O'Leary still kind of barking at the referee a little bit. I don't think he saw the puck was far away on that second hit.
Cleared but not out as the Fire keeps it in. Skating in is Zemer, trying to put it out in front. He did, but it's deflected and then cleared by the Trojans down the ice. Hayton will leave the puck for Spinner. Here comes Spinner. On his left to Almquist. Turns in deep on the left wing, trying to feed it out to Hankinson in front. Almquist back out to the point to Zemer, trying to get it to Hankinson. Drop pass for Holy Family. Maybe one pass too many, but they still retain possession. And they'll set up again. And Griffin Ness picks off a pass and then cleared. And down the ice off the stick of Carter Anderson. Minute 10 left in the Holy Family power play. They already lead it 2-0 here on Wayzata in the first period. Hankinson with it. In the corner, taking a check there. Pienemy. But Hankinson moves in, gets the puck back out. Up onto the stick of Almquist. Hankinson takes a hit there from Tyler Dingman, and under 40 seconds left in the power play. Holy Family not able to get too much going here so far. They're doing a good job kind of mucking it up and
keeping it on the boards and using their size to their advantage there.
Now it comes free. Shot away by Hankinson and a good save by Fraga. Puck comes back out to Zemer, right point. On the boards to Hankinson. Trying to get the puck to the far circle to Almquist. Almquist battling with it solidly for the puck. Trojans finally get control and they clear it down the rest of the ice, down the length of the ice, and that'll kill off the rest of that power play for Holy Family. Zemer has it behind his net. Both teams back at full strength. Just over 7 minutes to play here in the first period. Bergsland for Wayzata. To Tarashevsky. Stolen by Holy Family. Turnover and unable to get a shot away was Haley. Haley and Fedchko were both there offensively for Holy Family. Brought in by Wayzata's Nelko. And an offside call on Wayzata.
It's getting a little physical down there, John. By gosh, Wayzata is just is definitely the bigger team, and we'll see how if that wears down the Fire as the game goes on here, especially in the third period. But Wayzata starting to throw it around quite a bit. We saw it especially in that penalty kill, especially on the boards there, and there's been some pretty good open ice hits here too. So.
Ron's got to be happy with the way his teams play. He said, you know, we had a lot of young kids that are trying to make that jump from JV to varsity, and did a lot of puck watching last night, as he described it, against Edina.
I'll be interested to see Edina in that championship game. Well, I'll tell you what, if they beat this team 7-0, man, oh man, that's got to be a pretty good team.
Long one gloved by Fraga. Jay Wilcox will be with us in between periods. He'll talk to each of the head coaches tonight.
Fraga has done a pretty good job overall. He's seen a lot of pucks so far in this period now, and to be down 2-0, I don't think any of them were his fault.
7-2 officially the shots on goal so far for Holy Family. Wayzata able to clear out of their zone. Jarchenko trying to play it ahead again for Holy Family to knock it in, and now it is back into the Trojans in. Matthews with it. Joel Matthews. Mike Tereshevsky. Osta Almquist. John Simon moves in. He takes a hit there from Anderson. Almquist with it. Almquist centering pass, and not a lot on that shot by Wilson, but boy, he was right in position. And back comes Wayzata. Anderson, and he didn't get anything on that at all, and it's taken back by Holy Family by Jarchenko. Up to center and back to the Wayzata blue line, and backhanded in by the Fire's John Simon as they go make a change. Great wide pass, nobody there for Wayzata as Harris, they've got to retreat for it. Shot away, and that's blocked and taken by Holy Family. Just over 5 minutes to play here in the first period. Fire with possession in the Wayzata zone. Played along the blue line, but nobody there as Zemer had come in deeper. Zemer gets taken down at the blue line by Nelko and brought ahead by Dingman. Dingman gets stood up at the blue line, and back comes Holy Family. They'll shoot it to the Wayzata zone. Pass across, right side. Branson will skate it to center. Dump it into the Holy Family end. Chipped up along the boards by Skinner. And a chance for Holy Family as Haley gets free. Haley in with a shot, and Fraga makes the stop on him. Haley with it again. Back out left point to Skinner. Feeds it right side. Proudfit back behind the net. Schugel is there for Holy Family. Now it comes out front. Backhand shot, and didn't get all the way through as Schmidt came back defensively and gains control of the puck. Gets it to the Holy Family zone. Pass ahead. Here's Schugel, and had to go off his stick. Otherwise, you might have had an opportunity there. And Michael North skates it down for Wayzata. Up the center. Fired back in by Proudfit of Holy Family. John, behind the net to Dingman.
The transition game of Holy Family has just been unbelievably fast. They're turning it around quick and getting rolling into the offensive zone, putting a lot of pressure on Wayzata's D.
Almquist with a shot that goes off the skate of Dingman. And back comes Ness for Wayzata. Ness to the Holy Family line. Right out in front, Dingman had to kind of slide off his stick right to Hayton, who cleared it away. Fire back on the rush again. John Simon. He'll carry it deep. Simon still with it. Centering pass and just under the stick of Jarchenko. Cleared back out to center. Shot back in by Holy Family. Here's Dingman for Wayzata. Up onto the stick of Nelko. Nelko on his left. Solly with a shot, and save made by Hayton. Left boards, whistle. Look at that chance a moment ago.
Good sideboard shot here coming in, got it on, and look at the rebound that got left out in front. Oh my gosh. Could have cashed in.
Net had come off just a touch, and so that was the reason for the whistle. See the time remaining here in the first.
Let's keep an eye on how many times that puck comes off the net.
Wayzata trying to keep the puck in the zone, but can't. Here's Joe Simon. Fires it wide of the Wayzata net. Picked up by Hankinson. Back behind the net, Joe Simon. Now it's Pienemy. Right point. Redden to Pienemy. Redden, one-timer. Partially fanned on that. We get another penalty coming up here on Wayzata's. Holy Family gets an extra skater on. They've got 6 skaters on, but now it's touched and controlled by Leeson. We get another penalty coming up here on the Trojans.
Either a hook or a cross-check. I think it's a cross-check. And it happened in front of the net, the Wayzata net. The Holy Family's got a person standing right in front of Fraga, and just as annoying. And Tommy Berglund just took offense to it and kind of get a little too much with the stick. And Holy Family goes back on the power play again.
So Holy Family with the power play for the remainder of the period. Providing they don't score, leading 2-0 here. We're on a minute and a half to play in the first period of play. Spinner for Holy Family will set up behind his net. Off on his right to Zemer. The Spinner. Left side, here comes Olmquist. Charges toward the net, had the puck hop off his stick right as he came to get a shot away. Nice stop. I'm going to say it was played with the high stick, and I think the right call there by Spinner as he knocked it down at the blue line.
Just looking at the second power play of Holy Family, John, I mean, Wayzata again, they're playing better when they got a penalty kill than they are in the regular 5-on-5.
Down to a minute to play as a shot from the side of the net. Short-handed was solid, but Holy Family controlled to get it back up ice. Cleared by Wayzata to center. Wayzata being pretty aggressive here on the short-handed here. Down to 45 seconds to go. 55 in the penalty.
Well, the Trojans are stepping into the gaps. They're throwing everything to the outside, forcing Holy Family to work, using the boards as another defenseman, and there's the first time they've had a really open ice to work with.
John Simon carries deep, right corner, back out. Zemer with a shot that goes wide. Spinner hopping it off to the corner. Now skating into the slot was Haley, looking for a tip in front, controlled by Joe Simon now. Out of 10 seconds to play. They're going to have to get a shot off quickly here. Final seconds of the period. Haley with it. They're going to run out of time before they get a shot away. And there is indeed the end of the first period. But boy, good first period for a team that was shut out 7-0 last night. Dan, the Fire played with a little fire tonight.
Oh, man, they sure did. They came out with the hoofs stomping right off the bat and very aggressive, pressuring the puck, really pushing Wayzata's defense to the max here. And it showed. They got 2 goals out of it.
We'll take time out. We'll hear from both coaches. Noel Ron will be up first. Take a quick break, then Jay Wilcox ringside in a moment. You're watching live coverage of the 2017 CCX Boys Hockey Tournament from Plymouth.
I rescued Toast from a shelter in 2011. I love Toast because she's a lazy diva. Toast does whatever she wants, obviously. She's sleeping right now. She's an epic snuggler. She's so comforting. She's so loving. Toast makes me laugh. When I walked into the shelter, I knew right then that she was special.
Two 2-0 Holy Family leads Wayzata after 1 period. Let's go ringside to Jay Wilcox.
Thanks very much, John. I'm glad to be back here at Turkey Trot. Noel Ron, the head coach for Holy Family, joins us. And Noel, a different story from last night for your team. You know, what really went well in that first period?
We just competed a lot harder. We got some pucks in deep. We moved our feet, and we generated a little bit of offense on the forecheck. And then we had a nice one-on-one effort there by Joe Hank and put it upstairs. So a lot different compete level for tonight.
Are you excited, too, not just the way they're skating, but also just the way they bounced back and didn't hang their heads after losing last night?
Yeah, we're really excited about that. I don't think they really had a choice. I mean, we're supposed to be a premier program here in the state, and there really wasn't anything we could do anything worse than we did last night. So it's good that the boys came out with some jump, good chatter on the bench, and we actually came out and competed hard and got a couple goals.
As the guys talked about in the first period, there are quite a few new faces on your team, and what's the biggest adjustment to getting guys to gel early in the season like this?
Just getting to learn to play with new guys and within our system is our biggest thing. It's just, just getting a little bit more game experience. We got kids coming up from the JV as well. We got some transfers and all that. So really just getting more game time. You can practice and scrimmage all you want, but these games are really essential for the guys really to start gelling together, learning the systems, and then correcting things during practice and looking forward to the next games.
I think all 4 teams in this tournament play a pretty hard schedule, so it's not like you won't be seeing good teams all year. But how important is it to get out these first 2 games to see somebody pretty good?
I love it. I mean, we're grateful to be in this tournament the last 6 years or so. It's a great way to find out kind of where you're at as a team, and to play teams like Edina, Maple Grove, and Wayzata. We couldn't ask for anything better. So we've really enjoyed coming here, and for us, it kind of sees where our team is at, and then we look at the game tape, and then we go into our regular season. So you're right, it's a great way to get our teams involved and our kids involved that want to play varsity hockey for sure.
Thanks for joining us, Noel. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Noel Ron, the head coach of the Holy Family Fire. Their team off to a 2-0 lead here in the third place game of the CCX Media Turkey Trot Hockey Tournament for 2017. We'll take a quick break and come back with more of our intermission here from the new Plymouth Ice Center Rink A. Welcome back here to Plymouth Ice Center. One of the great things about the Turkey Trot Tournament is you get a lot of alumni coming back to watch the games, and we're joined now by Tyler Stevens, who was playing in this tournament for Wayzata the last few years as a captain and also on the great Trojan soccer program. And how much fun is it to be back here watching the guys, even though the first period didn't go so well here tonight?
That's a lot of fun, seeing this new rink, everything new, all the new team. I think it's pretty cool to watch. Come back and watch.
Last year, your team didn't have a great regular season record-wise, but really came on with a nice playoff run, got to the state tournament. How much fun was that experience?
Yeah, that was definitely a really good experience. I mean, it wasn't the regular season we wanted, and I'm sure the coaches don't want that to happen again, but even though we had a good time at the end of the season, it's still a lot of fun.
You're part of the great Trojan soccer program too, as we said, state runner-up in your senior year. This year they won it all. Were you following along with that as best you could too?
I was, yeah. My little brother was the manager, and I actually came to some of the team's carve-ups, so I talked to the team a little bit. So.
Well, and this year playing college soccer for the first time. Tell me a little bit about that. You're playing at St. Thomas, right?
Yep. It was a little disappointing though because I was hurt, so I couldn't play too much. But we have a really good team, one of the best in the nation. They've been the best team in Minnesota the last few years, so it's exciting.
What are you studying, and and how has the college life been so far?
I'm studying business, majoring in finance. College life is pretty cool. I got a lot of new friends, just hanging out with all the soccer guys. Didn't know any of them before, but now they're all pretty much my best friends.
Back to hockey, or the Trojans played pretty well last night, it sounded like. Maybe didn't get the result they deserve, but overall, what's kind of your impression this first couple games for the guys, and what do they have to look forward to this year?
Yeah, yesterday I thought they played really good. They were doing really well, out-shooting the team, obviously, but didn't get the end result they wanted. Tonight it hasn't looked too good so far. They're lacking intensity, and that needs to be picked up.
Tyler, thanks for joining us. It was a lot of fun watching you as a high school player, and good luck with the rest of your college career.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's Tyler Stevens, former hockey and soccer captain for the Wayzata Trojans. His alma mater down 2-0, but the good thing is still 2 periods to go here for the Trojans as they try and bounce back against Holy Family in this third place game. We'll continue with our coverage of the Turkey Trot Tournament coming up in just a moment here on CCX.
Every time I hear the alarm bell go off in school, I think it's an air raid.
A lot of houses in our neighborhood have been destroyed. I like to close my ears and sing songs whenever the bombs come close.
I'm worried our new neighbors won't like us.
But I know it's all gonna be worth it. I just want my family to be safe. But these are not my words.
These are not my words.
These are not my words.
Did you know kids who play outdoors have healthier lungs?
Totally.
Did you know that boys that play with dolls make better husbands?
My son has lots of dolls. But did you know terry cloth diapers breathe better?
I did.
It's totally true.
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys know statistically friendly kids have more friends?
Yeah.
That's obvious.
Did you know most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right seat. Visit safercar.gov/the right seat to make sure your child is protected.
From Rink 8, the Plymouth Ice Center, John Jacobson, Dan Ficken, Jay Wilcox. It's a third-place game for the 2017 CCX Media Turkey Trot Hockey Tournament. Highlights from the opening 17 minutes of play here tonight at the Pick. Mostly Holy Family, Dan Ficken. They have outshot Wayzata 9-3. They have scored 2 goals. The first one there came 2:43 into the game on a goal by Cole Wilson. Wayzata actually had a goal disallowed here. The shot went in the back of the net off Luke Monet's stick, but the net had already come off. And Wayzata had a couple of scoring chances, but not many. And Holy Family definitely had the better of the scoring chances in the first period. There was the goal on the short side and a nice skate up the ice by Joe Hankinson. That made it 2-0. That goal came at 6:24. And as you look at the numbers for the first period, shots on goal favoring Holy Family 9-3, as I mentioned. Scoring chances 5-2. Holy Family with 1 penalty for 2 minutes. Wayzata actually had 2 for 4 in that. Well, 2 for 4, and there's some time left in that second power play. So they are, yes, 0 for 1 on the power play with a little time pending, but not much. But a good opening period of play for Holy Family. So look back at the tradition of this Turkey Trot tournament. Goes way back to 2002. First 4 teams in that tournament were Wayzata, of course, Burnsville, the tournament champion, Hart Center, and Buffalo were the other 2 teams in the tournament. Wayzata won 3 straight starting in 2003. Edina's had 2 different stretches of 3 straight wins, and it'll be Edina looking for their 7th Turkey Trot championship later tonight. Maple Grove has 1 back in 2011.
Still been a good tournament, though. We always get some top, these 4 top teams in this make it just a great opener for these coaches. And I tell you what, win or lose, yes, they want to win, but to get this kind of competition right off the bat, they can tell who's going to be a player for them and who ain't. So it's a great tournament.
We'll take time out. We'll come back. Second period of play upcoming. Holy Family Wayzata. Hockey continues on CCX in a moment.
What makes your community feel like home? Is it knowing what's happening in your neighborhood? Or when people know your name? Connections make us a community. For more than 30 years, Northwest Community Television has connected citizens, neighbors, even sports fans through video. As life gets busier than ever, we will still offer you a connected community experience through CCX Media, so you can stay connected to the place you call home.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes? B, console her?
Don't worry, sweetie. This is gonna happen a lot.
Or C, find her a new boyfriend?
Nice single boys. That was weird.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Oh, look, a redhead. Staring contest. You still got it. I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
You were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat?
1 in 5 children struggles with hunger in America. Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Plymouth Ice Center, the home for Wayzata hockey. Right now, the Trojans trailing, though, 2-0 to Holy Family through one period of play, and the shots on goal. And Holy Family, as Coach Noel Ron said, you know, they didn't have any choice. They had to come out and play tonight, and play better, and they certainly have.
Well, as we were talking before the game, too, you know, a lot of times let's just get right back up on the horse and see what we got. And Holy Family has accomplished what they wanted to get done. Was that, on the other hand? I don't know. Yeah. Coach O'Leary said they were tired last night after that game. They really put it all in. They might be suffering a lack of legs right now. We'll see what they come back with here in the second period, but they need to be more aggressive. That young man had a tremendous first period. Even more so, he played very well defensively. He made 3 really good defensive plays that period. And the captain's got to do stuff like that, not just offensively.
Jay Wilcox, Dan Ficker will have the call of the championship game approximately 7:30 tonight here, live on CCX, Maple Grove in Edina. Crimson winning last night in a shootout against Wayzata. And again, as we've chronicled, the big shutout win over Holy Family in the semifinals here on Friday. So we are underway, final seconds of a Holy Family power play as we start the second period. Now the Trojans are back at full strength. Wayzata gives it up. Almquist gets it in the circle, picks a shot, and Fraga makes the save. Well, Almquist had time to get that puck settled on his stick and got a good shot on net. And Danny Fraga there for the save.
Yeah, puck's been a little bouncy tonight. It's a little warmer. You can see still moisture on the ice, but nice move by Almquist there. Just dodges the quick poke check and then just lifts a good shot at Fraga, and he was ready and made a good save.
Wayzata wins the face-off. The puck cleared out to center ice. Knocked down at center by Luke Monet. Rolling puck going wide of the Holy Family net. Taken by the Trojans. Centering pass in front. The good play defensively coming in front by Spinner to knock it away from Alex Solly. Carter Anderson for Wayzata. Lost it at center. Was stopped there by the Fire, but now Anderson gets it back. He'll skate it into the Fire zone. Shot away, but goes wide of the net off of Nelko's stick. Left point comes to Bergsland. Gets it back behind the Holy Family net. To the corner it goes. Nelko. And trying to pull it back to the blue line. And pinched in was North. He's got to skate it down in his own end. Dumped by Bergsland down into the Holy Family end. That comes up to center. And played around near boards. Pinching in, Bergsland with the puck. And into the glove of Hayton, who makes his first save here in the second period.
Well, I think there was a definite conversation in the Trojan locker room here, boy. I'll tell you what, they picked it up and they put some sustained time in Holy Family's end and pressure their D, and they got it down deep, and they're going to use their body and really get it going. That's exactly what they had to do, John.
The enemy and Schmidt on that face-off. Holy Family chipping it up the boards. Can't clear yet, though. The enemy dropping it back behind his net for Redden. Up the boards, out to center. Hankinson trying to skate it down the right side. And into Michael North there. Plays it up for Schmidt. Hankinson got it back briefly. Now rink wide onto the stick of Mulrennan. He'll shoot it in opposite corner for the Trojans. Played off the boards. Over-skated by each team, and now it's onto the stick of Ziemer. Braden Ziemer from center, shooting into the Trojan zone. Around the boards it goes. And back to net. Behind the net, Bergslund takes it. Out to center. Ziemer will shoot it back in. They're going to bring this face-off back to the Fire end. And just outside their blue line. 2-0 score. Holy Family leading early second period.
Well, good start for the Trojans here. They just reasserted themselves and just are really going after it and getting some time in the zone. I expect they're going to dump and chase and get some bodies on it and let their points press the blue line.
That's center. Here's Kittleson for Holy Family. Kittleson releases the pass, right side, shot away. Dragon might have gotten a piece of that off the stick of Charchenko. Right back to the Trojans' end, onto the stick of Branton. And skated up by Joe Tomzik, number 10. Out it comes to center ice. Haley down the right wing. Haley turns in the corner. Now gives the puck up to Kittleson. He'll come behind the net. Shot hit the side of the goal. And around the boards and out of the zone it goes. So the roll hit the side of the net. It's icing on Wayzata. You know, in talking to Noel Ron, he was mentioning, we were talking about this smaller sheet of ice here at Plymouth. He thinks that it's going to favor Wayzata in the long run. So they like to play a physical game. They like to get guys down in the corners and get after them a little bit. And it's a good home ice advantage for them most years and most games.
I would agree. I think that really favors them. Although their defense has been having a little tough time adjusting it. They've gotten walked a few times here in the first period. So
turnover by Wayzata in right next to their goal, and finally Fraga able to cover up on it. Well, that was 3-0, Dan.
Well, there's where you take those big Wayzata defensemen. You got to start clearing it out in front. They're not doing it. I mean, the Holy Family standing there and they're getting rebounds, initial shots, and just keep hacking away. And the Trojans have got to reassert themselves.
Get it again, and the enemy was right there on the doorstep, but Danny Fraga is finally able to get the glove on it.
Yeah, Carter Anderson just went for the finesse play, and he should have taken the body out on that one for the Trojans.
Out it comes to center. Holy Family will regroup. Almquist back to his blue line. And from center, trying to pick it off was Mulrennan just inside the line. Holy Family will shoot it down into the Wayzata end. Now comes Wayzata now to center. Pass was too far for Schmidt, though. Back to the Wayzata line. Almquist will take a hit from Schmidt. In the zone comes Simon. He lost it. Back comes Schmidt for Wayzata. Here's Colin Schmidt, who signed with the U of M on a scholarship here earlier this month. Shot back down into the Wayzata zone by Holy Family. Michael North onto the stick of Bergson. Good pass ahead, chasing it deep. Mulrennan. And they'll bring it back on an icing to the Wayzata zone.
Well, good opportunity there for the Trojans to stretch the ice. Good passing where they're trying to spread it out. That to get the Holy Family to back off a little bit. If they get a quick strike that way, that's one way to loosen it up.
Shot away, gets blocked. Minutes to play here in the second period. Dingman around the boards. Redden did his best to keep it in. Now onto the stick of Joe Simon. Ahead it comes. Pienemy. He'll skate deep. Centering pass, but onto the stick of Dingman of Wayzata. Kept in at the blue line though by Charchenko. It comes in deep, and Braga's got to make a stop. Holy Family with it again. Right boards. Trying to return it to the front of the net, and it comes onto the stick of Anderson. He'll skate it up here for Wayzata on the right side. Down back behind the net it goes. Anderson will get after it again. And brought ahead by Pienemy, but we get a whistle. And a penalty here on the Fire. So we'll go on Charchenko for a trip.
Boy, just, you know, the Trojans open up, being aggressive and getting going in here in the beginning of the second period, and all of a sudden the Fire just said, no, it ain't happening, and really started taking over again, getting some good opportunities down low. And now the Trojans with the power play.
So each team now with 2 penalties for 4 minutes. No power play goals here yet tonight. Wayzata trying to get on the board. Good shot in on net. But the save made by Hayden off the shot from Bergsland.
Okay, watch for the back door here, John. They'll keep it up top and they'll work some shots, but they'll try to get it back door.
Mulrennan top of the circle. That gets blocked. It's another try on it. Save made by Hayden. Behind the Fire net. Poked free by Ness to Schmidt. Just kept in the zone. Here's Mulrennan. He'll drop it back to Bergsland again. Ness with it. To Schmidt, circle. Missed the net on it. Goes all the way to the boards. On the near side, Mulrennan kept in. No, Bergsland unable to keep it in.
Well, good control. When they get it in the zone, they start working that top umbrella. They really get some good opportunities here. We'll see a few here. First shot here gets blocked, but he grabs the rebound and rips a quick shot in. The more they do that, the more it'll sucker people over. And in that last run, that backdoor play on the right-hand side was open, John. They could have got a pass through, but had an open net to go through.
Wayzata just 3 shots on goal in the first period. Already 4 here in the first 7 minutes of the second period. Holy Family able to clear the puck. Chased down by Dingman in his own zone with 45 seconds left in the Trojans power play. Opening weekend of the boys hockey season, and a great field again from the 2017 CCX Media Turkey Trot Boys Hockey Tournament. 2 state tournament teams from last year and 2 section runner-up teams from a year ago in this year's 2017 field. It's taken by Holy Family. This is John Simon in with a shot and a goal. Shorthanded, it's Dan Redden. And it's 3-0 Holy Family.
Well, this top line of the Fire, boy, asserting itself. Short-handed goal. Dan Redden here, just a beautiful feed. Get a look here coming on nice. Great pass, good timing, and just rips it into the upper right-hand corner again, which is glove side. It was a nice shot. Oh, yeah. Just keeps popping that drinking bottle up. The second time we saw that on Hankins' goal, and wow, what a shocker. Wayzata's got to really regroup here now, Johnny. Get something going.
So 3-0, and now the penalty time is over. Pass right in front. Just misconnecting. Shot away, and the save made. As Hayden able to stop Mulrennan's chance. Holy Family clearing. This will come in where they're going to have to wave off icing as it came in right through the crease. And Trojans regroup. Lost it at center. Holy Family shooting it back in. 3-0 Holy Family here, nearing the midway point of a hockey game. In comes Leeson in alone, and then fell down, just lost his footing after out from under him. Zemer able to head the pass up to Wilson. Wilson had the first goal tonight for Holy Family, number 17. Now Wayzata getting it back. Here's Mulrennan. Ryan Mulrennan trying to pull it back on his stick, and back there defensively was Proudfit. We're going to get a penalty, I think, on Mulrennan.
Yeah,
here.
Mulrennan's going to go. It might be a slash. Came in and just a beautiful play by the Holy Family D there, and just took the puck out from under him. And he reached over with the stick and he kind of whacked at it. And I think he got more of see a nice move here. Nice step in right there by the D. And then that stick came up and hit the D in the head. And that was a kind of inadvertent, I think, but still they call it. The minute it gets close to a dangerous area like the head, they're going to call it. So now the Holy Family Fire goes on a power play.
Time of the penalty, 8:35. 2 minutes for slashing. And Holy Family on the power play for the third time tonight.
Boy, this Fire team just looks like a very determined team. I think they really feel embarrassed about last night. I really do. And they're really responding to Coach Ron's call for, just being competitive and going after it.
Here's Almquist with it in the corner. A little push from behind, still able to get it back out to Zemer. Zemer fakes a shot, slides it across for Spinner back. It's blocked. Almquist has it. They'll carry it to the corner. Almquist right out in front. Hankinson trying to jam it past Fraga and somehow able to make the stop. Boy, that was a nice setup for Joe Hankinson, who was right in front of Danny Fraga, and the junior able to come up with a save.
Fraga just held his ground really nice to see. A good play by Almquist here coming through to Hankinson in front. Fraga was right there, held his ground. And he was ready, John, even to go to the other side if he had to. Good positioning, good recognition of where the other players were.
Wayzata able to clear. Minute 20 left in the power play for Holy Family. Turnover by the Fire on their own end, short on their power play, but Almquist able to recover for the Fire, and they'll set it up again. Skated up ice by Spinner. Gave it up and playing it ahead, Matthews. It's a little too far out in front of trying to get it to Monet. So Holy Family is careless with the puck again there. Almquist, though, now will quarterback this power play again for the Fire. They'll skate it to the corner and then back out with the pass. On to Spinner's stick to Zemer. To Almquist, top of the left circle, right out in front. A shot and the block and a clear away by Dingman. And a good play. Bienemy was in a perfect spot, but Dingman is even in a better spot to stop that before it got to his goalie. 20 seconds now left in the man advantage for Holy Family. Is a tie up at center ice. 4 players there vying for the puck. Ness finally pushing it ahead. And then he'll kill off the final seconds of this power play. Hankinson with it behind his net. Feeds it up left side. Bienemy up to center. Wayzata has it. And they're back at full strength. Fire shooting it down the length of the ice. This is icing on Holy Family.
The more and more I watch this game, John, the more and more I'm just impressed with number 11, Ben Almquist. He really was noticeable there in quarterbacking, calming everything down. He makes good decisions with the puck, not only for himself, but for his teammates there. And he's really impressing me in this game right now.
Down to 6 minutes to play in the second period. Another icing on Holy Family. Nope, it came in on net, so break for them. And cleared by Fraga. He got it out to center ice. Skating in right side, Tarashevsky. In deep, back out, left point. And it's Tomzik there. He gave it up on a pass, and it's Holy Family back. Kittleson Haley backhanded toward the net. Schugel couldn't get his stick on it for the fire. Now Schugel number 3, and now Haley right on in front and firing it wide of the net was Kittleson, who was 8 feet out in front of Fraga all alone.
Wayzata's going to get a power play here.
It's trying to get an extra skater on the ice, dumping it to the end, and now as it's touched by Redden, we get the penalty call on the fire. High stick ball.
I watched that check being finished in the corner. I don't know if it was Kittleson or whoever he was going to the box here, but that elbow came up very, very high. That was A.J. Kittleson here. But basically took the Wayzata play off his feet, so it was a good call by the referees. Yeah, you got to think, you get a certain amount of chances, John. Sooner or later, you're going to get one in the net. So Trojans are really hoping they need to break the ice, but we'll see the check come. Oh, big slash or an elbow. Either one, take your pick.
And they got him for a high stick.
Oh, okay.
.459 now to play in the period. Wayzata trying to get something on the board here before the second intermission. Trailed 2-0 after one, now down 3-0 to the Fire. Championship game still to come live tonight on CCX. Maple Grove takes on Edina. Up to center through the skate of Ness, and it's cleared by Holy Family, but into their own bench. Bad break for them. Let's come back to their own zone.
I hate those long passes, John. I just don't like those long passes in the power play. You're trying to enter a zone, put together a couple 10-foot, 15-foot passes that move it across, get it in the zone, control it. And pretty much tonight, when Wayzata's been on the power play, they've started doing that. They've gotten some opportunities. So we'll see if they can win a face-off here, which they didn't. So we'll see if they can set something up and get in the zone clean.
Bergslund back to his own end. Up on the pass ahead, Mulrennan stops, feed to the head. This is Ness. Griffin Ness stopping. Back out, Mulrennan. Out of the stick of Bergslund to Mulrennan, top of the right circle, shot away, and he fired it high. Now Ness with it. To the corner. Lost it as he came to the circle, but Schmidt has it. Schmidt through the skates of Ness and cleared by Hankinson down the length of the ice. Fraga will play it up the center to Mulrennan. Drops it back to Bergslund. Up through center. Knocked off the puck, but Terzhevsky trying to come through. Holy Family cleared and put it right in on net on Fraga. Down to 30 seconds left in the power play for Wayzata. Here's Bergslund. Ahead to Terzhevsky. Turns. Lost the puck. Puck goes to the corner. Played by Redden and out of the zone. That'll kill off most of the rest of that penalty as Fraga plays it away from the attacker. Fedchko is coming down for Holy Family. Here's Dingman to the blue line. Dingman in the zone. Holy Family's back at full strength. 3 minutes to play here in the second period. Not much in that power play, Dan, for Wayzata.
Really got disrupted totally, and I'll tell you what, we talked earlier with Coach Ron about how we lost 4 really top shelf D1 defensemen. Their defense is playing extremely well tonight. It doesn't look like they lost much. They've really stepped up to the plate.
Right out in front, a shot by Terzhevsky and gets deflected off a defenseman's stick and over the net. Now still in play, and now a shot hits the side of the net. Another shot gets blocked. Dingman with a try. That gets blocked. Oh, and a chance for Holy Family. Back they come. One player back is Kittleson with a shot and a big kick save there by Fraga. Wayzata comes back with Monet. It stopped as he came across the fire line. Kittleson gets it back for Holy Family. Feed to the head. This is Fedchko coming deep. And Dingman runs him into the wind boards. Right out in front, another shot. Fraga the save. Puck loose in the circle. Another opportunity, and they score!
Oh, my gosh.
Simon with the initial shot. It looked like it was Almquist that ended up knocking it in. And it's 4-0, Holy Family.
Here we go, that transition again. The Fire just, my gosh, quick transition. Twice they came down real quick on quick flare passes and got it into the zone. This one pays off as Almquist and his line mates really did a number on it. Good play right there. Couldn't handle the rebound. Drops out. They got in tight. Just rolls off Fraga and bang. Almquist is there just to put it in and gets a little thank you welcome there from, I think it's Dingman. He just is standing right there and he ain't going to get moved.
Almquist getting the goal, the assist to John Simon and A.J. Kittleson. 4-0. Holy Family stunning Wayzata here on the Trojans' home ice in the third place game. Here they come again. Here's Cole Wilson with a shot. And the save made by Fraga. Almquist with it. Left corner. It's tied up in front of the Holy Family bench, but kept in briefly by Almquist. Now he's got to drop it back to his blue line. Up through center ice it comes. Here's John Simon. Pass to his left to Wilson. Back for Simon. Simon left corner. We're under a minute to go here in the second period. Almquist. Pass out in front and then missed off this. Trying to get it to Cole Wilson, but it was under his stick. Holy Family, though, regroups. They shoot it back to the Wayzata blue line. Back to center ice. Down to under 40 seconds to play. Well, Rennan can't pick his way through the Fire. Up at center, it's taken by Ness. Here's Ness with a shot and a good save by Hayden. He clears it off to his right. Under 25 seconds to go in the period. Wilson will flip it up to center to Hankinson. Hankinson at center ice. Straddles the line, gets in onside. Carries it deep. Hankinson still with it, back out, shot away, and that's tipped just wide of the net. Final seconds of the period in Holy Family. After maybe a slow start for the first few minutes of the period, really comes on and plays almost as strong as it did in that first period, and they lead 4-0 now after 2.
The transition game has been king here. It's really turned the tables. Whenever the momentum switches to Wayzata, they get a quick transition and a quick short blast. And the most important thing is their defense. I mean, they haven't given up an odd man rush. And every time Wayzata gets rolling, they step up the plate, either push it outside or they just break up the play. Boy, they've played 2 periods of really, really good hockey. And Wayzata's got to totally regroup here. They just need to get a goal right now. That's their goal, just to get that going.
We'll take time out. Jay Wilcox will hear from Pat O'Leary as we continue with more of our live coverage of the 2017 CCX Media Turkey Trot Boys Hockey Tournament from the Plymouth Ice Center after this.
Most of my family, they never graduated high school or even let alone go to college, so I'm trying to break that barrier. Every day after work, went straight to school, studied hard, and it paid off. I could not have done it alone. I see the future is really bright for me. The high school diploma is just added to the confidence, and now I feel unstoppable.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
They said a bottle was just a bottle. That no one would ever notice me. But I knew I could be more. That one day, I would make people smile.
Holy Family leads Wayzata. We are through 2 periods of play. Let's go back to Jay Wilcox standing by with Pat O'Leary.
Thanks, John. Coach O'Leary, obviously not the result you guys were looking for, at least so far, but tell me what you saw in that second period there.
I mean, we had a little more jam at the beginning of the period, obviously, than the first period, but we're just losing every puck battle, not moving our feet, simple things like that. Our decore's playing pretty well. Danny's made some nice saves, but we're getting no production out of our forwards, cycling the puck like we did last night, and turning down a lot of shots. So just not getting the opportunities, can't get the puck to the net.
I always figured that in the second night of a thing like this, that, how do you bounce back? Are the kids disappointed from night number one? Does that factor into it a little bit?
I think you first can tell who had a little bit of bigger, fast-paced game last night. I think, those guys, got it taken to them a little bit last night. You could tell that tonight in the game. And, our guys battled for 58 minutes last night in overtime against a good Maple Grove team. And, no excuses. Our guys just are a little, standing around watching them play today. So it's kind of disappointing for that.
What do you tell the guys to try and, kind of get them jump-started a little bit? Not that there's any miracle speech or whatever, but what do you talk about with them?
Well, you hope your seniors are in there talking to them about, what it's like to come back from games. And we just got to get a goal and, get the, talk on the bench and try to find one or earn a power play and, get a dirty goal to start. And hopefully we get them a little bit more nervous out there.
Overall this year, you've got a pretty good senior group, and it sounds like, you're looking pretty good coming into the season. Overall, are you pretty happy with what you think the prospects are for this year?
Yeah, I think we got a good, fast, skating team, and senior-laden team, 11 seniors. Probably, I don't know if it's not for sure, maybe the most I've ever had, and good at the back end with seniors and some good leadership. So yeah, it should be a fun season for us. We'll be good, and we'll get better throughout the season.
Thanks for joining us, Pat. Good luck in the third.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Pat O'Leary, the head coach of the Wayzata Trojans, trailing Holy Family here 4-0 in the third place game of the Turkey Trot Tournament. We'll have more of our intermission in just a moment.
I adopted Bento in 2010 from a shelter. As it turns out, we have very similar personalities. And this cat makes me make art because he's always motivating me to take pictures of him, to draw pictures of him. He just is motivating artistically. It's just that simple. Well, he's my best friend, but a lot of people know him as Keyboard Cat.
I see you mobbing over her. Let's go. Let's mob. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, we mobbing. Come on, girl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl.
I rescued Toast from a shelter in 2011. I love Toast because she's a lazy diva. Toast does whatever she wants, obviously. She's sleeping right now. She's an epic snuggler. She's so comforting. She's so loving. Toast makes me laugh. When I walked into the shelter, I knew right then that she was special.
Welcome back here to Plymouth Ice Center. We're in the second intermission of our third place game here this evening, and Holy Family leading Wayzata 4-0. And joining us now, Todd Berglund, the head coach of the Maple Grove Crimson, who will play Edina for the championship in a little bit. And Todd, an interesting one last night. Your team got some good opportunities and were able to cash in on them, even though Wayzata maybe outshot you a little bit. How did you feel about the first night for your team?
Well, it's it's always getting our feet wet and getting into the season. And like I told the boys, everything begins tonight. We see what we have, and like I said earlier, I think we executed when we needed to execute on our chances. We have some kids that can certainly put the puck in the net and snipe and pick corners, and they did that. And we want them to take advantage of every chance we can get. We got to try to bury the puck. Yep.
Got a good goaltender coming back too, and Ethan Heider. How big of a key is that for your team this year as you bring in a little bit younger team?
Well, it's crucial, and anytime you can get an outstanding goaltender like Ethan, it's going to do nothing but great things for your team. And he is one of the backbones of our team this year, and we're going to have to rely on him heavily. And I'm confident he's up for the task. He's got tremendous character, and he's going to go out and compete hard every night.
Last year, an appearance in the state tournament, how special was that for all the coaches and players and just the whole Maple Grove community?
Oh, it's outstanding. It's outstanding for our community, for the culture of our program. We've got tremendous kids coming up in the association, tremendous coaches. Across the board, I can't ask for a better group of people that make that environment work. And I'm excited about our future, and getting there last year was one step in the process, and we want to keep that going. We got to keep that culture the way we got to demand that every year, and we are going to demand that. We are going to work hard. We're going to be kids of character, and we're going to go at it.
Tonight, championship game, Edina's drawing a lot of raves. I know you scrimmaged them and also probably saw a little bit of last night. What will it take to stay with that team?
Well, we're going to have to go out and compete hard. We're going to stick to our systems and play the game that we talked about early on, leading up to this point. We got to execute well, take advantage of any chance we get, stick to our systems, like I said earlier. They're a deep team. I mean, they're again, I think it's one of the better Edina teams I've seen in a long time, and they've got a lot of depth there. So we got to compete every line, every shift, and we can't let down. We got to go hard. We got to be absolutely determined.
Todd, thanks for joining us, and good luck in that championship tonight.
Thank you, Jay. Greatly appreciate it.
All right, Todd Berglund, the head coach for the Maple Grove Crimson. Again, they'll be taking on Edina for the title here at the CCX Turkey Trot Tournament. That'll be coming up at around 7:30 following this third place game, and you can watch that one live, of course, as well here on CCX. We'll be back with more of our third place game. Holy Family leading Wayzata 4-0 after 2.
Every time I hear the alarm bell go off in school, I think it's an air raid. A lot of houses in our neighborhood have been destroyed. I like to close my ears and sing songs whenever the bombs come close. I'm worried our new neighbors won't like us. But I know it's all gonna be worth it. I just want my family to be safe. But these are not my words. These are not my words. These are not my words.
Nothing. Holy Family leads Wayzata through 2 periods of the Consolation Championship, the third place game here at Turkey Trot 2017. 2-0 Fire after the first period. So we had highlights from period number 2. Dan Ficken, Holy Family again able to score twice. And so far in this game, Wayzata having some scoring chances, better scoring chances than they had in that first period, but unable to get anything so far past Conan Hayton. Danny Fraga giving up the goal there. That was a shorthanded goal scored by Holy Family at 7:19. Dan Redden scoring with the assist to John Simon. Wayzata with some power play opportunities, but unable to cash in. Holy Family getting its second goal of the period right on the doorstep. Putting it in was Ben Holmquist with the assist to John Simon and A.J. Kittleson to make it 4-0. As we look at the shots on goal for the game, Wayzata just 9 shots on goal tonight after nearly 40 last night. Scoring chances 9-5 in favor of Holy Family. Penalties even. No power play goals. Holy Family can see the one shorthanded goal there, Dan, in the second.
Well, first 2 minutes, look good for the Trojans. They really put some pressure on trying to fight back, but boy, it sadly diminished as Holy Family reasserted themselves and just inflated an outstanding period. And like Coach O'Leary said, they're coming out, let's just get a goal, to walk out here with something. here in this period and see if we can put a little scare in to make a little nervous. But so far, it's been the Fire living up to their number 6 ranking so far in the prelim rankings of the year.
We'll take time out and we'll get ready for the third period. Edina Hornets getting ready for the championship game coming up later here on CCX.
Did you know kids who play outdoors have healthier lungs?
Totally. Did you know that boys that play with dolls make better husbands?
My son has lots of dolls.
But did you know terry cloth diapers breathe better?
I did.
It's totally true.
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys know statistically friendly kids have more friends?
Yeah.
That's obvious.
Did you know most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right seat. Visit safercar.gov/the right seat to make sure your child is protected.
With Dan Ficken and Jay Wilcox and all of our crew, I'm John Jacobson. It is 4-0 Holy Family. Lost 7-0 to Edina last night, and we were near for that one. Damn it seems hard to believe that this is the same group of kids who got shut out 7-0 last night, but they really have come out and play hard tonight. Probably also says a little bit about how good Edina is. Right?
Yeah. You know, basically Edina's got their whole team coming back from last year. And that is always a scary thing when they're coming back. And but I still think also you can see the intensity on Coach O'Leary here. He's really pushing these kids to make this period a good way to walk out of this tournament. They got an out of town. They're going out of town for the next couple games, so I think he really wants to revive them. But I'm just wondering if Holy Family was really asleep last night. We'll find out in this next game, but I've been very impressed with the way the Fire have come out and played.
Edina, the #1 team, by the way, in the preseason rankings in Minnesota high school hockey in Class 2A. So we are underway in period number 3. The Fire holding a 4-0 lead from the Trojans. And I think if you're Wayzata and you're Coach O'Leary and these players, even if you don't win tonight, it's an awful tough task to come down 4-0 against this team. You want to compete. You want to show something, have something positive going into the next game. You don't want this to be a bad taste that's going to linger here for several days.
Well, they have a visible target on that scoreboard. It's called a 0, and they want to get rid of that. That's the big one.
Holmquist with a shot. The save made. The puck looks just wide of the net. Holmquist and John Simon, who've both been all around the net much of the night, Dan. They were right on it again there and Frag the save, excuse me. Look at it again. It's a skate in by John Simon. The drop pass to Ben Holmquist, and Danny Fraga catching it up high and holds his ground as John Simon flips over him.
Immediate pressure. Fraga held up well. That was a good screenshot by Holmquist. He used that D really well.
Minute played here in the third period. Plays down in the Trojan zone in the corner. Malco up through center. Solly got it into the zone. Skating after it, Monet to the corner. Back behind the net. Pass came out in front. Hankinson broke that up. Left point, it comes to North. Shot blocked in front. Backhand try. Hayton holding his ground and makes the stop. Back behind the net it goes, onto the stick of Spinner. Now it's Hankinson with it. As Holy Family will come out with a 3-on-2 rush here. Hankinson trying to get a shot away, and it's blocked and come all the way through onto the stick of North instead. Good work from behind him did not allow Hankinson really to get a shot on net there. Cleared out by the Trojans, skated back by Michael Spinner. spinner. Nice job to avoid a dangerous play coming right in front of Matthews. Here's Haley in deep. His centering try comes through onto the stick of Wayzata's Mulrennan. We have the Wayzata net off here. Yeah, just a little bit loose. Or at least the official thought it was. I don't know that it actually did come off. We'll bring a whistle here. 14:50 to go. You saw those Wayzata or Edina players as we went to break, and you can see them again there in the background. There's so much more room beyond those far boards now than they used to be here, with the ice shrinking to the standard size from the Olympic size. The stands on this side have stayed the same with the permanent stands on this end of the ice. And so all the width was taken from this far side here on the rink A. Now here comes Holy Family back in. Schugel. Didn't have the puck as the puck did come all the way through as he got tied up, covered up by Fraga.
Yeah, but you can see in that rush, John, what's been going on in this game. They just keep coming and pushing that Wayzata to be back farther, back farther, back farther. And they're just taking control of things. Good move here. Coming through. And they even tried to body him, and they couldn't even get that done.
Here comes Holy Family again. And played well by Bergslund as he was able to stand up Cole Wilson. Dingman with it now for the Trojans. Poked off his stick. Cleared by Bergslund ahead to Ness. Turnover. Came to the side of the net and cleared by Fraga to the boards. The blue line kept in by Redden. Almquist centers it out in front. A shot and a goal. Great pass by Almquist. John Simon buries it, and it's 5-0 Fire.
Wow. What a pass by Almquist. What an opportunity for Simon. Simon just had all day to line that thing up and just fire it too. I mean, boy, I'll tell you, just wreaking havoc on the Wayzata defense. They're getting hypnotized, John, too, doing a lot of standing around. Almquist down here. Look at this now. Gets his head up. Just a quick little backhand pass. Saw Simon coming through. Nobody near him. He even got time to turn around and get on his forehand and fire it. What a pretty goal.
Simon now with a goal and a couple of assists tonight. Almquist got a goal and an assist. It is 5-0 Fire. That goal coming at 3:14 of the third period. Wayzata. Tommy Harrison carries it deep. But not out of the zone. Kept in by Sally. Excuse me, by North. He carries deep to the corner. And a delayed penalty coming up here on Wayzata on a 2-on-1, and out in front and just ahead of or Hankinson rather, on the 2-on-1. Now Holy Family's got the extra attacker out on the ice on this delayed penalty. 6 skaters out for Holy Family. The enemy in deep will go back behind the net. Quick pass to the corner, one-timer from the blue line, and Fraga able to make the save on Brady Zemer. Wow. Even on that, on the extra attacker, they set it up and get a good scoring chance.
Yeah, they just look at the patience though too. They knew they had it going. A good opportunity here for Hankinson, just bouncing a little bit too much. Great opportunity. Then the penalty came, and in fact they controlled it for about 30 seconds, John. They got an opportunity to get the second attacker out there and created a beautiful shot from the point. I wonder if there's anybody in the Holy Family side that maybe would like to take another crack at a dime at this point, you know? They had a wonderful team last year. They got all the way to the section final, but this team looks pretty good right now. Now, I know it's early in the season, but based on this game, what we're seeing, they can make another run at the section, no question.
Fourth power play of the night for Holy Family. They're 0 for 3 with the extra skaters so far. Zemer with it. Fakes the shot. Gives it off. Almquist will fire. That gets blocked by Dingman. Almquist kept it in the zone. Hugging the blue line, now off to the right circle. Redden's got to try to chase it down. Haley after it. Puck pops free in front. And Alex Solly has it for Wayzata. Solly in, stops just across the blue line. He'll drop the pass back, get off some more seconds here in the power play for Holy Family, and then shot nicely down the ice by the Trojans. Minute 10 left in the power play for Holy Family. Under 12 minutes to go in the hockey game, with Holy Family leading Wayzata 5-0. Maple Grove Edina coming yet tonight in the championship game of the Turkey Trot Tournament. Trojans clear as Fire just got it into the zone before turning it over. Back is Redden. He's got a goal tonight. Junior defenseman. Now we'll skate it up. Redden to his blue line to center ice. He'll dump it into the Trojan zone. Golfing at it, Bergslund able to clear it back down. Charchenko for Holy Family up to center. That's over skated there. On the stick of Kittleson, and then Holy Family here offside. 11, just over 11 minutes to play here in this third period.
Kind of a trap situation there for Kittleson. He just couldn't get doing anything with the puck, and he took it outside, but it's only a few confused situations they've been in. Overall, John, I think Wayzata's done a good job on the penalty kill. That's been a good spot in their game. They really have done a nice job of killing them off.
Oh. Here's Ness coming in short-handed, trying to cut to the net and getting a stick on him with Spinner. Wayzata back at full strength now. Kittleson, 1-on-2, comes into the Wayzata zone. Kittleson with a burst of speed, a shot, and just cleared away by Carter Anderson. That would have been goal number 6. Oof. Puck had gotten back past Fraga, but Anderson was right there to clear it away.
And again, John, we talked about the Wayzata defense getting walked by Kittles, and he just rolled right in there and got a good opportunity.
John Simon back to the blue line, shot away, and Fraga makes the stop on Spinner. Look at the shorthanded chance that Griffin Ness had. And a good play, as I mentioned, the defenseman Spinner.
Yeah, real nice hit and strike. But boy, I'll tell you, look at him get walked here. I tell you, just letting him get in an angle like that. Fraga did a nice job covering that up, but boy, oh boy.
Wayzata face-off win. Dingman missed on the rink-wide pass for Tarashevsky, and it's icing on Wayzata.
And another icing. You know, we've seen a lot of icings here with the Trojans. Just they're missing passes. They're not quite there. It's kind of just a fricatated night for them, really.
Ten minutes to play in the hockey game. 5-0 Holy Family. Nelko. It's a hit as he carried it into the Holy Family zone. Fire will flip it out to center. Dingman getting tied up with Hankinson. Carried in by Solly, left side. Drops it off to the left corner.
Instead of getting an extra attacker out there, as they're going to go on the power play.
Delayed penalty coming up here on the Fire. Dingman sets up a shot in the goal. Ness was in front. He may have tipped it. Either way, it's Wayzata's first goal of the night, and it's 5-1.
Well, Dingman was involved in breaking up that play in the neutral zone there, and him and Hankinson got into it a little bit. He got slashed. And then he comes in on the power, or on with the extra man, and just rips off a good shot coming through and gets under the arm of Hayden there, and just a good shot by the D. I think Hayden was a little bit screened on that, but good shot by Dingman. Yep, see, get under the arm and just dribbles in. I like it when D score, by gosh. And I believe he got one last night, too.
Yeah, Dingman had one in the third period last night against Maple Grove, so his second of the season.
Well, that's one goal achieved. They got that 0 off the scoreboard there, John. That was big. Let's see if they can charge them up and see if they can do a little more damage here with 9:22 left.
The face-off, and Holy Family gets right in on net, as they have been much of the night. And Fraga able to make the stop on Jack Haley.
Now a stick side inside too there, coming through, getting a little more to the middle, which created a dangerous shot there by Jack Haley.
Bieniemy and Schmidt on this face-off. Minutes to play. Matt Branton. Now Schmidt with it across the Ness. Into the zone. Drop pass. And couldn't hit Mulrennan with it. And a chance for Holy Family. Bieniemy. Backhand shot. Fraga the save. And the net comes off. And that brings a whistle.
Well, there we go again. Transition, transition, transition. Holy Family's just grabbing. The minute Wayzata loses the puck, bang, they're on it. This one was floated up top, and he just came in straight away. Got a little disrupted on the escape, but oh, that was a good shot. That had some danger on it. That was headed for underside the arm.
Face-off win here for Wayzata. We'll get it down into the fire zone. Seamer sweeping it up the boards. Now Fire right back on the offensive. Wilson lost it as he came across the line. It's onto the stick of Tereshevsky. Now Dingman. Tereshevsky again. He lost it. Taken by Kittleson of Holy Family, who turn gives it to Matthews of Wayzata. Now comes Leeson to center ice. He takes a hit from Zemer as he came to the Holy Family blue line. Right pass broken up by Wayzata. Dingman kept it in and then cleared back out by Wilson. They were skated by Wilson at center ice. Shot back down to the Wayzata end. We got another penalty coming up here on the Fire. Wayzata will get another skater on the ice. And now as it's touched by Holy Family, we get the penalty call. And Wayzata on the power play for the second time, the first time this period. The fourth time in the game.
Well, another opportunity here as A.J. Kittleson goes into the box. It's the second trip to the box for him. I'll take a look and see. I didn't see it, but a little hooking there by Kittleson, dropping the Trojan player. See the Trojans cash in there, John. They've been controlling the puck pretty good on their power play. They just haven't been able to cash in on it.
Here's Schmidt with it. Comes to the high slot, now the right circle. Schmidt right in front for Ness. Puck is loose. Backhand by Ness and a good save on the pad by Hayton. Here to the blue line and look for a tip in front. Schmidt couldn't get a stick on it. He puts it out in front, but right onto the stick of Almquist. Almquist 2-on-2 as Simon on his right. Gives it to Simon. He'll dump it all the way back down to his end. Comes to Zemer. Penalty coming up here on Holy Family, or excuse me, on Wayzata. And as it's touched by Bergsland, he skates him 4-on-4 for a little under a minute.
Now again, Ben Almquist showing, he's just a heady hockey player. Great move getting the puck down into the Trojan zone, then brought it right back to his D, way back out to kill more time. So see number 3, Colin Schmidt going into the box. But good opportunity here by Schmidt. Just couldn't quite get full will on that shot for Griffin Ness. Sometimes those one-timers are really cool, and sometimes you kind of foul tip it.
O'Leary perhaps not too thrilled about that penalty call or something. Sequence throws his hands up, and the elbowing call stands on Schmidt. So they're 4-on-4 for 57 seconds, and then the power play for just over a minute for Holy Family. Fanning on the one-timer from the circle was Pianini. Pianini going after it along with Wilson behind the Wayzata net. Now it's Ness for the Trojans with it. For Dingman. Ahead to Solly. Alex Solly left side. Fired into the open corner. Coming in is Ness, and he shot it high. That point, Dingman's shot gets blocked. Comes back out. Dingman another try. And out comes Holy Family. They get it to the blue line. Here's Ness. Ness after it, loses it. Wilson has it for Holy Family. Cole Wilson dump it in, and now Holy Family with the power play. And cleared down the ice by Wayzata by Nelko. 5.5 minutes to go here in the third period. 5-1 Holy Family on their way to winning the third place game here. Power play for another 40 seconds. Here's Redden. Stops, circles back.
John, I think this is the only part of Holy Family's game that really hasn't looked too good tonight so far. They really haven't been able to put it together, although they've had some practice, but they've only had any real sustained time inside the Wayzata zone during the power play.
Play around the boards, outside, Charchenko. Cleared away from him, and back is Redden for it. Penalty time is now expired, and the teams are at full strength again. Turnover, deep in the end by Holy Family. And trying to feed it out front was Matthews to Tommy Harrison. Holy Family able to recover from that to get it to Redden. Along the boards, Trojans move in, but it's Holmquist who has control. Redden will clear it. Went out of play. Takes off back in the fire zone.
Overall, so far, John, the Holy Family a good recovery from last night's game, and they really showed themselves well. Coach Ron's got to be really pleased with the response that he's gotten from his kids, and especially a lot of the new ones there. I mean, they look like they fit into the system pretty good in this game anyway. And so just took a little bit of a step backwards here, but let's see if they can recover a little bit.
There's Ness for Wayzata. Shot away, Hayton the save. Out of 4 minutes to go. Crowd has started to fill in. Dan will be a nice sized crowd here for the championship game between Maple Grove and Edina, and end up 40 minutes or so.
Well, apparently the Hornets looked pretty impressive last night. And then you get an opportunity to see the #1 team in the state. Yeah, great. I'm glad they do. Crowd's filling in real good for it.
Shot. Hayton makes the save on the shot from out high by Branton. Cleared by Holy Family center. Branton pass across, broken up briefly. One man back ahead. Holy Family will dump it back in as Branton has it for Carter Anderson. Now Schmidt back for it. He'll start it out for Anderson. Up to center. Shot into the Holy Family zone. Pass ahead to Hankinson. Down to the stick of Pianini. Shot fired it wide of Fraga. And the Wayzata net. Pianini takes a check from Dingman. Under the near boards. Trojans get it to center. Shot back ahead into the Wayzata zone by Holy Family. Play ahead to center. Checking at the blue line and then down back into the fire zone. Zemer. Off the skates of his own player. Back out to the corner. They're going to chase it down again. And then Proudfoot has it now at the blue line. And he takes a hit from Solly. Gets knocked off the puck. Shot back down to the Holy Family zone. And An interference penalty coming up here against Holy Family on Cole Wilson.
As you're kind of watching this game, John, they're kind of reminiscing about Wayzata last year, defending state champions. And, they walked into the tournament going to state with a 10-17-1 record. So 2 losses right now I don't think is going to affect Coach O'Leary at all. I think he'll have these kids ready to go when it comes to section time, especially with the schedule they play. I mean, there isn't a lull in their schedule. They play one of the most brutal schedules in the state. So they'll be bouncing back here real quick. This is a good lesson, especially if they played so well last night and didn't get rewarded.
We'll get one final power play here tonight. And to put another puck in the net. Fire, though, clearing the puck out to center. That goes past Ness and cleared by Holy Family back down. Bergsland. Stand back behind his net. He'll leave it for Ness. Wide, it's Mo Rennan. Mo Rennan with a shot. Glove save by Conan Hayden. Holy Family ranked number 6 preseason in Class AA. And much more like it tonight. Strong effort from the Fire. They clear this puck down. Ryan Mulrennan back behind his net. Got it. Bergsland back to Mulrennan. Burst the speed to center and then poked off his stick by Joe Simon. And shot down by A.J. Kittleson. 9 minutes of play in the period. And the hockey game. Schmidt gets a stick on it and into the zone. Mulrennan to Bergsland. Back to Mulrennan. Right side Ness trying to get it all the way back across to Mulrennan. Comes out now. There's a 2-on-1 shorthanded opportunity for Holy Family. And Kittleson can't catch up with the pass from Spinner. Taken away from Kittleson by Bergsland. Bergsland in deep. Oh, nice sliding play by Proudfoot to blocking that shot.
That statement center right there, John. That's been the big key. Holy Family's defense has been very impressive tonight. Very stalwart. They controlled the play inside their zone. They wouldn't let Trojans breathe at all. They kept everything to the outside, broke up everything that came across the blue line, and never gave up an odd man rush. And that, so did a great job tonight, and that made a difference for them.
2/10 of a second left. They'll have to drop the clock one more time, and that'll be it. Nope, that's going to be it. They're going to run off the last 2/10. And Holy Family comes back right from the start, Dan. A great first period, and they just really never let up all night.
Yeah, they roll. They're like a truck convoy going down the road. They just started rolling. They kept going and never let up. They had a brief 2-minute blurb there in the beginning of the second period. Other than that, clicking in all cylinders. A little bit of a setback for Wayzata, but it's early.
Yeah.
I mean,
still members still.
Yeah, so they're going to be just fine as the season goes on. Lessons to be learned here by both teams in this tournament, and we'll see how Wayzata responds, but Holy Family definitely did tonight.
A reminder to watch the championship game coming up at approximately 7:30 tonight. Our pregame a short time in front of that here live on CCX channels 799 and 12 and ccxmedia.org as Maple Grove takes on number 1 Edina for the title. That will do it for this telecast, though, and for Dan Ficken, Jay Wilcox, and all of our crew, I'm John Jacobson. Final score in the third place game, Holy Family defeats Wayzata 5-1, our final.